Hi, my name is Jole Gabrielle. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I'm an energy healer, clairvoyant, and medical intuitive. What is that? An energy healer works with the chakras and helps you remove patterns and programs that may be getting in the way and blocking you from reaching your goals and having optimal health. Also, we bring in energy, which is going to help to reboot you or give you new behaviors, new perspectives, new way of looking at things. So we do this via theta healing as well as chakra balancing. Now, theta healing is going into a brain wave, which is the theta brain wave, which is that place between sleep and awake, which reprograms the subconscious mind. Because the subconscious mind and the conscious mind kind of works like a computer. And the subconscious mind is like the hard drive, and the conscious mind is the monitor. And all you're going to see on the monitor, or all that you're going to see, or how you behave consciously, is what is in that hard drive or in that subconscious. So theta helps you dig into the subconscious programming so you can change your behaviors, of course, which means you have changed your thoughts. Also, moving forward, clairvoyant means clear seeing. I am a graduate of not only a university and a 4-year degree, but I also went to a school called Clear Sight. And my teacher was the wonderful and magnificent Reverend Judy Nelson. And I learned clairvoyant training. So there's certain symbols and patterns, programs, and things that we recognize, and there's techniques that we have for being a clairvoyant and being able to see inside people and their chakras, which leads us to medical intuitive, which is when you place gold light into a person's body. You've been trained over years of how to do this, and wherever the gold light doesn't go, you know that this person is having a challenge in that part of their body. So now that I have established why I am good at this and why maybe you should take a look at me and listen to what I have to say, because I'm trained, I have clients, as well as I had to work on me. I recognized throughout my life that there were things that, although I was high functioning, I also had issues and problems with relationships, with my self-esteem, and that was reflecting itself in different aspects of my life, my job, my relationship with people, like I said before. And it was just creating this toxic environment for me that I didn't know how to get out of. I had grown up in a religious community, so I knew that that was not going to work for me any longer. I had been mind controlled and programmed to believe in a very vengeful and punishing God. And now I know that my God is not bipolar. My God is a loving and forgiving God. And there's none of this vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and all of that stuff that's been put in the Bible, which was written. I mean, that's a whole other video, but that book has been used to mind control a lot of us. And when you see your way out of that, there is a lot of self-love and forgiveness that can come from that. And then you can go back into the Bible and take a look and utilize that as a way of life. Because for me, growing up in a religious community meant that you did not exist, your personality didn't matter, and that you were to just mimic God, and that was it. And your desires and what you wanted and what you needed were not, your job was to oppress them, to suppress them, and to just be like the creator. That really is not a very effective way to do things for me, because I signed up for this experience here in this world. Oftentimes we're not given that, how do you say it, that foundation to help us manage our emotions. And so that's where I come in, because when we don't manage our emotions, what happens is we experience a lot of oppression, suppression, which then leads to dis-ease and illness, because we don't know how to manage our feelings and emotions. So today I'd like to talk to you about jealousy. Jealousy is something that we've all experienced, but yet and still we kind of carry it with us if we're not careful. And it sort of paints the way that we see things. And then we wind up judging and criticizing things where we really need to be leaning in and getting curious. So jealousy is just really a lack of gratitude at the very, very bottom. And it's a fear of feeling left behind. You feel like you're being left behind and your peers are moving forward and you're missing out. Or it can be in a relationship. Jealousy is just the sense of a loss of control over the relationship and a lack of understanding that your partner has free will. And that free will, they can use it however they see fit. And your job is to love them. And that means if they're acting a plumb fool, you got to ask yourself, can I put up with this? And if not, then you must move forward, maybe cutting that off in your life instead of trying to make it work. And if you're a person who is jealous in relationships, you might want to take a look at working on your own self-esteem and your confidence, because you're just as valuable and your free will is just as important. So if you are turning into a little bit of a stalker, it's important that you begin to work on yourself and recognize that you're being jealous for no reason. Now, if someone is cheating on you and doing things that you know that they shouldn't be doing, then you have a choice to make. If you're staying in that situation, you still don't have a right to check their phone and to do things that are going to lead to you violating boundaries, because what you're doing again is entangling yourself in someone else's karma, and that's never a good thing. So how do you work on your self-esteem and your confidence? The first thing you want to start to do is recognize your achievements and ways in which you excel. You also have to move. So getting a hobby or revisiting the hobbies that you had or have is very important. So for me, one of the ways in which I combat all the BS these negative emotions may bring, or that, radio station KFCK is playing in your head, I do is I go to the gym. For me, the gym is a place where, or nature is a place where I work all of those issues out. So that's my hobby. So you pick one for you. Now, another thing that plagues us with jealousy is that we see people doing things and we go, oh my gosh, or having things. And the reason why you get that ping is because that's your conscious mind or the God within you saying, you could be doing the same things, but you're not doing it. So you get that ping inside that's like, hey, get up and get going, because you can have the same things they have. You can do the same things they do, but it's going to take you a little work. So practice gratitude on a daily basis. People talk about having a gratitude list. They also talk about just going throughout the day and being thankful. Another thing that is so important to let go of jealousy is to connect with others. Just smiling and speaking to other people that you don't even know. You're in line at the grocery market, you make eye contact with somebody, smile. We need to get rid of the RBF. We have that a lot in this society. And you're looking at people and they're mean mugging you, and it's like, smile, because what it does is it disarms people and it keeps them honest, right? So then you can let your guard down, and then you can lean in and you can try and understand and gain knowledge and wisdom so that you can get the same things that other people have, or you can reach your goals. So the other side of jealousy is movement, trust, and admiration. Trusting yourself, trusting in the flow of the universe, moving towards your goals, as well as admiring those that are where you want to be, instead of judging and putting them down and doing all the things that we do. Another thing I want to talk about is working with affirmations and oils. There is a woman by the name of Carolyn. I think her last name is Mine. And she has this fantastic book called Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. Now, for those of you who work with essential oils, this is really important, because what essential oils allows you to do is to clear the pattern on a spiritual level by increasing your awareness. So become aware that, hey, I have jealousy here, or I'm jealous I have a tremendous amount of jealousy about my mate, which compels me to check their phone. This is a problem. You are violating someone's boundaries. And this is going to create a repellent energy in your relationship. And this person is really going to not want to lean in and love you. You're creating a situation where it's going to be difficult because you're looking kind of crazy. So we want to become aware. I'm jealous. Then we move into recognizing and understanding the lesson or the pattern. I don't love myself enough. I'm insecure, and I also may be feeling left behind. So recognize that you're feeling that. And that's the mental part, the understanding, because your mind needs to understand it in order for your body to feel comfortable letting it go. Then we move into the emotional part. We identify and we feel the feelings. So we've identified the jealousy. We say, I'm jealous in this way. And then we feel it. Like, I just feel so gross, less than, identify them, put names on them. You can journal in this way, or what I like to do, people sometimes think you're crazy, but you're not, is you just speak out loud. One of the best places to heal is in your car, driving in traffic. Have these conversations with yourself, have these conversations with God, do your prayers, see yourself, because oftentimes it's rote, right? You're going to work, you're coming home, you're going to these same places all the time. So drop in, pay attention, but affirmations, say those things to yourself while you're driving to really inspire you and to create positive energy. So that's a good way to fill that time. Now, the physical aspect of it is going to clear the cellular memory that's stored in the body. So for instance, childhood trauma, I know for is stored in the thighs. So you're holding patterns. So those of you that carry your weight, maybe in your thighs or your lower body, there is a pattern of childhood trauma you're holding onto that must be removed. But since we're dealing with jealousy, we're going to deal with that. So the affirmation for jealousy is, I am free to move forward. So you want to say that to yourself. I am free to move forward on a daily basis. Or when you feel jealousy, I'm free to move forward. You just say that to yourself. Now, another thing we want to do is lemon is the, essential oil you want to use to deal with feeling left behind. Because jealousy, I was in this Carolyn's book, she says it's left behind. And the other side of this belief system is moving. And then the way out is this affirmation, which is, I am free to move forward. So just like you programmed jealousy into your cells, you can reprogram your cells to have no jealousy, in the sense of, I'm free to move forward. So I see that person and they have a Lamborghini and I'm like, you know what? I'm free to move. I deserve a Lamborghini. I'm free to move forward. So let me get about the business that I need to get about in order to get the money that I need for my Lamborghini, right? Money is energy. I'm still learning about that as well. And the oil that you want to use for all you young living and doTERRA people out there is lemon. Alarm point, why you're jealous is these thoughts, feelings, and emotions are not being processed throughout your body. And the lymph is the one that is being attacked, or is what you need to pay attention to. And let me tell you how to do it. Where you're going to put these oils is right here. You're going to put a dot of lemon here. Then you're going to take it at the breastbone and you're going to move actually from a right to a left, just right here. You're going to take the lemon and you're going to go like this. Then moving down, we're going to come into what's known as the lymphatic congestion. And this one we're going to take from left to right. So we're going to come under the breastbone and we're going to come left to right. So you move the lemon at the bottom of your rib cage, coming left to right. And then the last one, which is the valve, is going to be at the waistline, and that's going to go right to left. So you're going to go right underneath the waistline and move that lemon from one side to the other. Okay, and this is going to help to break that pattern within the body of jealousy, which is attacking the lymph, or the lymph is not able to properly filtrate all the toxins out, because on a spiritual level, you're not filtrating some of these toxic thoughts, how you feel about yourself, out of you. So let's begin to meditate. All right, so we've gotten the physical aspect of it. I've given you some healing there, but let's do a little bit of creative visualization so that we can, it's just going to take really quick 5 minutes or so. So begin to breathe with the rhythm of your body. Put your feet flat on the floor, your palms face up on your thighs. Go into your heart chakra. Move into that area, your chest cavity, and just begin to breathe. Now, we know to get our soul architecture, or to do any work, we need to put ourselves back together spiritually. So that means ground your energy, creating a grounding cord 6 inches in diameter between your sit bones. Visualize this, visualize or imagine a grounding cord of a natural earth element connected at your sit bones, moving all the way down into the core of Mother Earth. Pull your aura in to be 1.5 feet around you, your higher self at a comfortable distance above your head. Snap in your astral body, fitting inside of you like a hand fits inside of a glove. Now you are put back together and ready to begin any type of creative visualization or meditation work. Now we come back to that grounding cord. We make sure it's 6 inches in diameter. We stop doubting that what we see and feel and command is happening, and we have faith that it is. And we ground our energy into Mother Earth to receive her messages, her nurturing, and to also bring ourselves into the present moment. We're going to call in golden rose-shaped scrubbing bubbles, meaning create, visualize, and imagine golden rose-shaped scrubbing bubbles blanketing the inside and the outside of your grounding cord, cleaning it off. Why do we clean it off? Of anyone else's energy, anything we're ready to let go of and release, so we have a direct line to reality and to the present moment, which is the point of power. So now we look in our body and we say, where am I holding jealousy in my body? For me, I can tell that, oh, wow, I'm holding it right here in my chin. It comes down here. I'm holding it in these fatty arms of mine. I'm working on them. I'm holding them, especially in the triceps. I can see that energy there. I'm holding it in my scapula, in the back. I'm also holding it in the back of my heart. I'm holding it in my chest. I'm actually holding it in my hip flexors. So not in the front, but on the sides of me. And I'm also holding it in my knees and the back of my knees. But a lot of it's right here too. So it's up in this area. It comes down my arms, my back, my hip flexors, and my knees. So my joints, I guess, are holding on to some of this. I'm not good enough. Other people are better than me type of energy. Jealousy, that's what it is. Or, you know, because when you are not jealous, you feel comfortable in your own skin. You're not worrying about what someone else is doing. So let's recognize in our body, or turn a bright yellow color, all of the worry about what other people want to do. So we've turned the jealousy a bright red color. Now let's turn the worry about what other people are doing a yellow. I have that right here. And I also have vitiligo, which, you know, I cover. One day we'll talk about it. But I have yellow right here. And it's like sitting on, it's not inside of me. It's sitting on my aura layer. So that means it was given to me. But I have a pattern somewhere that allowed for that, for me to take that on. So we want to clear out that ancestral pattern. So we're going to do a little theta. We're going to do positive teaching healing, negative teaching healing, trauma teaching healing, bringing in calm and confidence, because that would be the opposite of worry. Worry would be calm and confidence. The creator's PUD of calm and confidence, mine is the same. We're also going to do positive teaching healing, negative teaching healing, trauma teaching healing. Just say yes to know the difference between divine calm, divine confidence, and worry. And any type of trauma from those experiences, which was the trauma teaching healing, all the powerful and positive lessons from those experiences where we were worrying about what other people think and what was really happening. Why did we have to worry about that? We're clearing all that out, and we are resolving and dissolving that on an ancestral level, cancel, pull, delete on a soul core and genetic, send to creator's light, and we're replacing on all 4 levels with unconditional love for others and self and unconditional forgiveness. That's just standard, always doing that. So what do we do now? What we're going to do now is we're going to place a golden sun above our head. We are going to flush out all that bright red and energy of jealousy, that bright yellow energy of worry. We're going to flush it down our grounding cord. We're going to open our crown and we're going to let that gold light chase it. But first, it fills up all the spaces and the places. So some comes into my aura layer, filling it up. Some comes in all of the places I moved out that energy. That gold light knows to go. The rest of it goes down the grounding cord. Just like nature, what makes you think that you don't have the power and the patterns within you to clean and clear out your spiritual detritus, emotional detritus, just like Mother Nature? The patterns are there for you to use to heal. Bring in that gold light. See it move throughout your body, giving you a new attitude, a new perspective, a new way of doing things. So now we're going to do a positive teaching healing, negative teaching healing, trauma teaching healing for divine movement, divine belonging, or right in alignment with your peers in the highest and best way with grace and ease. Because remember, jealousy is feeling left behind. So we want to be at the same level or, maybe better, than our peers, but not in a way that's competitive. Hopefully we can collaborate and move together. That would be in the highest and best way. So that's what we want to bring in, more of a collaborating energy of us coming together and being in alignment with one another instead of us being left behind in any way or us leaving behind anyone else, right? In the highest and best way with grace and ease. So we're going to do a positive teaching healing, negative teaching healing, trauma teaching healing of any time that we were feeling jealousy. We're going to resolve and dissolve this. And we want to know the difference between divine alignment, divine keeping up with our peers, versus jealousy and any trauma from those experiences. We move out, we resolve and dissolve on an ancestral level, cancel, pull, delete, core, soul, and genetic, send to creator's light and replace with unconditional love for others and self and unconditional forgiveness. Gold sun above your head, bring that down, fill it up. Let it fill up your entire body, going down to the grounding cord and moving out into that aura layer. We're going to put one more golden sun above our head, and we're going to fill this up with gratitude. Not only gratitude for God and Mother Earth, but gratitude for self. What an amazing experience. Out of all of the sperm cells that could possibly have fertilized that egg, it was you that made it. You're meant to be here. You asked to be here. Therefore, do the work so that you can gain mastery over this dimension. That's what it's all about. Move out of your own way. So these are some of the ways in which you can come from a place of gratitude and of joy. If you cannot, work to remove those patterns within you. Reach out for help. It is possible. I am here for you. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and you can be here for yourself. Remember, check your grounding cord. Make sure your aura layer is 1.5 feet around you. Your higher self is at a comfortable distance above your head. Your astral body is snapped in. You are rooted and grounded into Mother Earth. And you are filled up with gold light. And those patterns and those programs of worrying about what other people think and of being jealous have been removed from your body. Now, this is a practice. It didn't take you one day to get jealous. So it's going to take a little bit more time for you to remove these feelings from your body. Okay, so take a deep breath in, exhale, close your crown like you would the lens of a camera. Make sure you're still grounded and rooted. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that this helped you to let go of jealousy and know that you are worthy and deserving. If you see it and someone else has it, you can too. And also for those of you struggling with partnership, your partner has free will and they can do whatever they want to do. You work on you being the kind of partner that you would fall in love with and that you would never cheat on and that you would trust and be loyal to. And once you can offer that to yourself, then you can demand it from someone else. But until that time, work on you. All right? So thank you so much for joining me. I hope I was able to help you. If you need help or guidance, please feel free to reach out to me at any time, as I am here to help and be of service. All the love. Take care.